Hello, everybody. The second day of ASOdesk Academy is starting. So we'll have two lectures today. As I said yesterday, every day we'll have two lectures. So today we'll start with the lecture about textile optimization on the App Store. We'll be talking about the keyword research for iOS app, and I will share with you ASO life hacks to about preparation of the semantic keywords core for your app. The second lecture you will have with Kate Sibirko from Flow Health Company. Kate will share with you her experience of working with app developers and app owners for whom you are doing App Store optimization. She will share you the most common question, the most common problems which arise while working with the people who have no idea about App Store optimization. I definitely advise you to listen to Kate, because this while doing App Store optimization, for sure you will have such a situation. So Kate will share you with you her experience of handling such situations, finding the solutions, and pointing out the main problems which arise while conducting App Store optimization for clients. But as of now, let's start with textile optimization on the App Store. Before we move further, I would like to ask you to join our ASOdesk Slack community, because yesterday I mentioned this, but not that many people joined our team. I just want to underline one very important thing, that when you are doing App Store optimization, you will have a lot of questions and a lot of cases, where rare cases, bugs from App Store or Google Play, changes in algorithm. So all the ASO practitioners are members of different ASO communities, because some people share their experience of working with different tools, using different growth models. So definitely I advise you to join our Slack community, and this will definitely be a big help for you in your future ASO career. So let's move on with the lecture plan for today. So we'll be talking in the first part, we'll be talking about the textile optimization. We'll answer the question, what is a textile optimization? We'll compare search algorithm of App Store and Google Play. This will be, there will be a lot of continuation from the yesterday's lecture about App Store optimization for optimization of the Android app on Google Play. We'll be talking about the ranking factors and ways to influence algorithm, and we'll elaborate a bit about how searching in App Store works. In the second part of this lecture, we'll be talking about the sequence of keyword research and metadata compilation. So we'll be talking about 3 stages of semantic core preparation. We'll outline how to analyze the market once again with a bit deeper insights. We'll look into how to assemble keywords semantic core, and we'll talk about how to compile metadata for given locales for the iOS app. And we'll have a practice in ASOdesk. So I will open ASOdesk and they will show you how is it everything working in ASOdesk interface. So in the third part of today's lecture, we'll be talking about doing App Store optimization in the languages we have no idea about. So I will answer the main question, why App Store Optimization Manager is responsible for this. So what is the difference in keyword research and metadata compiling if we're doing App Store optimization for the language we don't know? And we'll practice a bit in ASOdesk, and I will share with you App Store localization table. And at the end, I will share with you a few live hacks about extra localizations. As well, we'll have a second part of this lecture. So at the beginning, we'll be talking about the building the semantic core in general. And the second part of this lecture, I have another presentation, which I will open at the end of this presentation. So I would like to show you special aspects of Asian language at the end of this lecture. I think around 20-25 minutes, I would like to show you some examples of working with Arabic language, with Japanese language, and with Thai language. There are some good points I would like to outline, so you will be aware of some important points regarding assembling semantic core for the languages we don't know and for a special aspect of Asian languages. So let's move on with the first part of today's lecture. Oh, that's me again. So for those who just joined us today, my name is Artyom. I'm doing ASO for 2 years already, and yeah, that's me. So textile optimization. As you remember from yesterday, that organic user acquisition is a part of mobile marketing. App Store optimization is a part of organic user acquisition part of the job. So beyond content marketing and social media marketing, all organic user acquisition departments are working on App Store optimization. So, and talking about App Store optimization, we have two big directions of App Store optimization. We're working on textual optimization and conversion optimization. Conversion optimization is about improving conversion rate from impressions to app units. Normally, we do it through change of the graphics A/B testing. In this course, we won't talk a lot about A/B testing. Of course, this topic is too complex, and each case is basically particular one. So we'll be in absolute majority. We'll be talking about the textual optimization of the apps. So. One more time, I would like to repeat this one very important thing, that ASO is not rocket science. It's just a number of perfected methods. We're gathering the data, processing it, and deriving recent suggestions from them. So never say ASO is rocket science. It's just the procedures, framework, and processes. So you remember the main purpose of textile optimization, right? That we should maximize search traffic. Or simply speaking, we just need to get more installs. The main and the only purpose of all the processes we are doing while following App Store optimization is to maximize search traffic for your application. So let's compare metadata of App Store and Google Play. We talked yesterday during the lecture about the optimization of Android app on Google Play. However, I would like to present you this big table with all the details about the metadata, so so you won't lose any details. So first of all, app name in Google Play, it is allowed to use 50 characters to name your app. On App Store, we have only 30 characters. On Google Play and App Store, app name is the most important for search engines. So we are using there the most important keywords. Subtitle. On Google Play, we don't have such a field like a subtitle. On App Store, we have 30 characters to fill this field. Keywords, as I have said yesterday, on Google Play we don't have keywords. On App Store we have 100 characters and they are indexed, and these three fields on App Store, app name, subtitle, and keywords, are the most important. This is like the very center of the App Store Manager care in the area. There is a field short description on Google Play. It might include 80 characters. All of them are indexed. I mentioned this field yesterday, and I showed you how to fill in it. On App Stores, there is no such a field like short description. However, there is a promo text field. We might insert there 170 characters, but this field is not indexed. Normally, app developers are using promo text field to add news about the app, maybe some advertisements or some changes in the app. The difference, why did App Store introduce this promo text field? This is because a promo text might be updated without new binary file update. So what does it mean? That most probably you remember, I didn't mention this yesterday, that on Google Play, to update text metadata of Android app, we can simply open Google Play console and insert there new title, short description, full description, click submit, and that's all. On App Store, to update app metadata, textual or visual metadata, we need to submit a new new binary file. So on App Store, there is only one field which can be updated without updates on the binary file. This is a promo text. So the idea of App Store about this field is informing users about some changes in the app, some news, without updating the app. And this field is not indexed. So description on both stores, we might insert up to 4,000 characters. On Google Play, this field is indexed, and this is one of the this is very important on Google Play to fill in proper full description. And on App Store, full description is not indexed. Reviews on Google Play, keywords from reviews are indexed. On App Store, not. Extra localization on Google Play, there is no such a thing like extra localization. Google Play search engine is pretty complex, so sometimes it's absolutely normal situation when you appear by some keywords which are not present in your Android app description. You rank by these keywords in some countries because Google Play analyzes our metadata, translates it into different languages, attribute your app to a given category, and you might appear, if your app is open worldwide, your app might appear in different countries by the keywords which are not presented in your app metadata. So all the locales on Google Play are like cross-locked. So on Google Play, and plus Google Play knows how to translate the full description, short description, and title of the app into the language of your phone. So yeah, the thing on App Store, there is such a thing like extra localization, because in some countries a few locales are indexing. So for example, in United States, English US and Spanish Mexico are indexing. So if you are filling two locales to these locales with a needed keywords for United States, you will all the keywords from English US and Spanish Mexico will rank in United States. Then number of screenshots displayed in searches. So as I outlined yesterday, that on Google Play, in absolute majority of the cases, we see only the icon, and only on the app page view we see screenshots. There is only one exception from the case. This is a cluster search. This is when we type exact keyword, exact branded keyword in the search tab. So we will see like cluster search. So we'll see icon with the screenshots. For example, if you type Uber, so we'll see icon with the screenshots with the title, like the same search result as in App Store. However, after this cluster search result on Google Play, we'll see normal search results of Google Play. And on App Store, we always have screenshots and the icon, plus on App Store we might see 3 vertical screenshots or 1 horizontal. It depends on us which of the options we choose. What search is display in Google Play and App Store. So on Google Play, we might see only the apps, or only the apps, and on App Store we see a lot of editorial content. So on App Store, in the search results, we might see apps, internal products, developers page, search ads, bundles, article, and so on. As well, fit out of internal products. So in Google Play, there is no such a thing. In App Store, we might see, for example, name, icon, and description for 20 internal apps about a given app we're looking for. So let's move to the next to the next slide. So what about ranking factors? What influences search algorithm of App Store and Google Play? So again, general installs rate. So general level of installs important for search engine on Google Play, of Google Play and App Store. Revenue for paid apps. It means that it is logical that paid apps are downloaded much less frequently than free apps on the App Store and Google Play. However, the level of revenue for such an apps is much more important for such an apps than the general level of installs. So Google Play and App Store search engines, they are checking how much does this given app is gaining money. And this level of revenue will be more important for such. This concerns only paid apps. It will be more important than general installs rate for such paid apps. Number of sessions. It is both important on Google Play and App Store. Session, it means an opening of the app for 3, 4, 5 seconds. It depends on the store. So if user opens your app and use it like and the app is opened on the user's device for, let's say, 5 seconds. So Google Play and App Store finds as a session this section as a session of the app. So the more sessions your users are doing of your app, the better for your app indexation on Google Play and App Store. Sessions frequency on App Store, this doesn't affect that. This doesn't affect App Store indexing algorithm. On Google Play, yes. So the higher the velocity of your app sessions on Google Play, the better for algorithm. Number of your reviews. This is identically important for Google Play and App Store. Search query installs. So what does it mean, search query install? So for example, if your app is number 7 in search results by keyword food delivery, and you are getting more and more installs from this keyword. So you are number 7, people are typing food delivery, and the store sees that users are downloading your app by this keyword more and more. It is an alert for Google Play and App Stores that your app is getting more and more relevant for this keyword, and people who looking for something like looking for food delivery, they are installing your app. So the store will be moving your to the top by this keyword. So search query installs are important for Google Play and App Store recently updated. The thing is that on App Store, if you update the app, so you will see that in a few days. So in a few days, you will see that you are moving somehow a bit with the your keywords higher. So App Store like kind of supports apps which are updating their features, like improving the apps. Basically, this is a general attitude of App Store. They like when developers update the app, make amendments, add features. This is like this follow general idea of App Store of creating better products. So on Google Play, this doesn't make that much sense. On App Store, yes, more updates, better for ranking. And the app uninstallation, or so-called retention rate on Google Play, it is super important if you have worked or you'll be working with incentive traffic. It is always must-have rule that all the people who will be downloading your app by given keywords, so they save the app for the next few days and open your days or open your apps at least a few times a day. So this retention rate for Google Play is important. On App Store, not. So if somebody is installs your app, user doesn't like your app, and tomorrow user is deleting your app, this doesn't affect your app indexation. However, on Google Play, if somebody is the logic of Google Play is that if somebody is installing your app and then the next day the user uninstall the app, it means for Google Play that somehow user didn't like your app. Perhaps there is a problems with your app, so we should kind of punish you, so they will lower you by the keyword. So take care about retention on Google Play and don't worry that much about it on App Store. And remember that the stores are refreshing this indexation stuff every few hours. So the situation, like I don't know, in the morning you are doing well with your app, all is good. Somewhere over the lunch, a crash rate of your app is just jumping to the sky. Then in a few hours, Google Play is starting to indexate these changes. So in the evening, you might lose all these positions. So remember that, yeah, all this stuff is refreshing every few hours. What is the weight of these factors which influence algorithms? So I would like to outline the strongest factors which influence search algorithm the most. So these are metadata change, app rating, and search installs. These are like the strongest factors which influence your position in the search results. And overall installs is rather average factor. It is important, however, it's less important than these three factors I outlined above. So how searching on App Store works? So what do we see in App Store before and during the search for something? So first of all, are trend inquiries. This window did appear on App Store, I think, somewhere around 6 months ago. It appeared first in United States, and then App Store implemented it all around all App Store countries. So on the first window, App Store shows us the keywords which are the most frequently used in a given country. Then when we type a keyword, we see search suggests. These are the keywords or suggest to these keywords which are the most used by the users in a given country. So if we look at this screenshot, we see that people, I don't know what is a country, but if users type taxi, then the most relevant suggest for the keyword taxi is taximeter, then taxi. So you see that even the keyword taximeter is more frequently used by the users than the word taxi itself. So the word taxi is on the second place, and definitely I can say that most probably in this country the keyword taximeter has a higher traffic score than the keyword taxi. So that's a window of search suggests. And search results. So in search results we see, as I have said, icon, title, subtitle, rating, and screenshots of the app. Plus, in the search results, we see a lot of editorial content. So here you see a story, boost your small business. So if you click on it, you will find some story from App Store about different apps concerning small business. So let's say a few words about each of the search of the App Store search window in detail. So search suggests. So normally this are screenshots from ASOdesk platform. So all the ASO tools help us to use to build semantic core efficient using this suggests, and they are implementing in this window as well traffic score, search ads, popularity. So when you type a keyword, you see all the suggests to these keywords, you see traffic score, you see search ads, popularity to this keyword, and you see the apps which we see. The apps which we see in the search results for each keyword. Then what comes up beside the apps in the search results? So on these screenshots, you see in the left screenshot, you see that we might have on the app page in-app purchases, and we can directly make this purchase directly from the app page. We might see a subscription in the search results. We might see a window with latest released, or a window with bundles from these developers regarding these search results, and we might see another editorial content, such as, for example, developer page. So it is very good practice. So if your app is working on subscription basis, so the more subscriptions you have, like the more space in app store search results you are getting. So for example, look at the screenshots, for example, on the right one about Abby Fine Scanner. So when you type keyword Abby, you don't see only the app, but you see subscription here. And you might run an Apple search campaign. So if somebody will type your brand name or your developer name in the App Store, so they will see like 3 items in search results concerning your app. So they will see Apple search ads, they will see your, for example, developer page or your subscription, and they will see your app itself. So to scroll all this, a user needs to do at least, I think, 2 scrolls or 1.5 scroll. So that's a big part of the job of ASO manager, kind of defend the brand in the search results and use the subscriptions or other or in-app purchases to gain place in the search results. So let's talk about the sequence of keyword research and metadata preparation. So we have been talking about this yesterday about Google Play, but let's take a few looks into the area from the App Store side. So first of all, preparation of the metadata takes us 3 stages. So at the beginning, we are doing market analysis. So we should answer the main question: is an ASO worth doing? This is something we did yesterday during the first lecture. However, this is somehow a bit deeper we need to understand that. So in the first lecture, when we were doing, is it about looking for, is there a market niche for your app? What is the share of branded engineering keywords? But in this stage 0, we are going like deeper. We're like continuing this market analysis we did yesterday. So in general, we'll see that there is a traffic, there is a generic keyword, there is branded keywords. So this market analysis stage 0 answered the question like, is an ASO worth doing, and what should be the scope of App Store optimization for this app at this given moment. So then when we answer this question, we are moving to the stage number 1. So we are doing keyword research, and in the stage number 2, we are doing a textual App Store optimization based on semantic analysis. So what are our working materials? So again, we're working with apps metadata, we're working with our competitors metadata, we're working with the stores and search suggest, and we are working with the ASO tools. Well, this is what is needed to assemble semantic core. So you remember the point of stage 0, right? I hope you remember. So we need to understand the share of paid and organic traffic. So you remember the slide from the first presentation that in absolute majority of categories, organic traffic share is absolute majority. However, it might depend on the countries. It might depend on the market niche as well. So another important thing we're doing this with structured brand searches and generic searches. This is what we did yesterday. You remember, I hope you try to do this market niche research, which I advise you to do through our ASOdesk platform. Try to find 3 different market niches and try to answer the question whether the share of what is the share of branded and generic keywords in this market niche. So again, why stage 0 is needed? Because web and mobile searches differ considerably in the number of existing inquiries and brand influence. So sometimes you might think that you Google something and you think that this market niche will be working great in a given country. However, when you are checking this idea not in Google, like in browser, but on Google Play and App Store, you might find a totally different answers. Like you will open a totally different picture. So this stage is super important. So as I've said already, studying the market to discover whether an ASO should be done is practically identical to keyword research, except for a more resolute sieving of search requests. As I've said, so we are doing the same stuff as we did yesterday. However, we are doing more resolute sieving of search requests. So, and when we answered this question, we created an Excel table. As I showed you yesterday, we answered the question, yes, there are many generic keywords. We have a big room for improvement here from the point of App Store optimization. So we can start doing a keyword research. So as I outlined yesterday during the lecture about Google Play, so first of all, we are doing common sense queries. You can come up with this. So this is just our logic. We insert the keywords which might be relevant for this app. Then we are using automatic suggestion of the ASO tools. As I've said, all the ASO tools nowadays have perfect automatic suggestions of the keywords. Then we check all the suggests from the store. Then we check the keywords and the automatic suggestions for our competitors. And then the last step we didn't talk a lot about yesterday, and we will talk a lot about today. This is a clear and aware low frequency and irrelevant keywords. We need to clear our metadata of irrelevant keywords and the keywords which have no traffic. So let's talk about each step in a few details. So automatic suggestions. So this ASO tools employ algorithms which help in a real time gather all the keywords which follow to your app and the app of your competitors. So they are analyzing suggestions, they are analyzing hierarchy of the suggestions, they are analyzing metadata of your competitors and of your app, and they offer you like hundreds of keywords for each app. Then we're examining suggestions. So we're assembling this keyword semantic core, and then we will have a button, and this button exists in all ASO tools, so we can explore this keyword and find all the suggests to this keyword. Basically, this is when, I don't know, you have a keyword food delivery, you click on it, and the ASO tool engine is looking for all the suggests which might appear if you type food delivery on iPhone in a given country. Then studying competition. So we're adding competitors and analyzing their metadata, their auto suggestions, and using this auto suggestions and keywords from the metadata for our metadata. In fact, our competitors are doing the same. So this is pretty clear and obvious stuff, that competitors are analyzing our keywords, we are analyzing their keywords, and we all are striving to rank the highest possible by all these generic keywords. As well, the majority of ASO tools and ASOdesk has a feature of organic report. What does it mean? So the tool analyzes all the keywords which points toward our app and shows a possible traffic shares of our app, which our app is getting from these keywords. So thanks to organic report, we might understand what is the share of branded and non-branded keywords. This is a modeling. This is not exact number, but in general, this will outline us a picture well, and might direct us what are the next steps for assembling the keywords and targeting the market we should do. The next important thing is a query popularity assessment. So when we are getting all these keywords, we need to analyze whether the keywords we are getting have traffic. So ASO tools help us to do this. Plus, it's very important thing that if we don't do this this filter of unpopular keywords, so normally after the semantic core assembling, you are getting kind of I don't know 400 or 500 of keywords, and we need, and I think in majority of cases, I think 50% of these keywords have a traffic score 5, which means there is no traffic. So you might target them, but this won't affect your impressions of units or CVR. So basically, we're moving these keywords to backlog or simply deleting them. And at the end of the semantic core assembling, we are getting such a table with the keywords, with all the data about this keyword, and all this data is super important for App Store Manager to prepare the metadata and to conduct iterations. So let's move to ASOdesk and assemble semantic core for some app. So we'll assemble semantic keyword score for the fitness app in the United States. We'll take the app Verve, which we were working with yesterday, and we will assemble semantic core for them. So while I am opening ASOdesk and finding the app, so I would ask you to write as much as possible keywords for this app. So let's try to assemble at least 20-25 keywords just from our logic. So guys, what about the keywords? Okay, I see first, so let's open them. Perfect. Okay, Verve, United States. Oops, there's some keywords from ASOdesk already. So, okay, your keywords. Ooh, Victoria, great. Guys, there is so many people in this chat. What are your ideas about the keywords for fitness app in the United States? Okay. What else? Let's open for a second app profile, so you get more ideas about this. So you see home fitness workout, weight loss, 30 days challenge to lose weight, build muscles, get fit at home. So what will be your ideas? Oh, perfect. Gym workout, great. Home workout times exercise app. So we are conducting the first stage of semantic keyword score assembly. Yeah, we are just pointing out some keywords from our head, from our logic, without reaching for automated search. Get fit, okay. Individual workout, perfect. Close weight, okay. Workout plan. The keywords, get in shape, perfect. Okay, we've got 21 keywords. Let's save them all. So the system is calculating the traffic score for them. Okay, we've got them. So, so at the moment, the first stage is to get our own ideas about the keywords. Now we can go to missing ranked keywords. Okay, thank you, Victoria. So now we can open missing ranked keywords, and ASOdesk is offering us a lot of keywords relevant for our apps, and we rank by these keywords, but we are missing them in our console. So we see here these keywords. We see the traffic score, search as popularity, and we can add these apps. Plus, we see here that there are many keywords which have search ads popularity 5. It means that such keywords, they do not have traffic at all. So let's show only keywords which have at least search as popularity 6. So we see, let's add these keywords. Okay, let's see all missing rank keywords from top 2-5. Let's add them all. Okay, so let's add all these keywords. Great, let's add all these keywords. Let's save them. Top 2150. This means that this app ranks for all these keywords in the visibility zone 2150. So let's add these keywords, and top 51,100. Let's add them all. Okay, so save. Let's save. So how many keywords we've got already? More than 300 keywords. Okay, so now we can check missing competitor keywords. So we have already competitors, so we can just simply, if we want to look for competitors, we can just type here, for example, workout. Oh, and we'll see the apps. This competitor is already added to our console. So we can just click on our competitor, and ASOdesk is showing us all the missing competitor keywords. It means all the keywords by which this competitor, MyFitnessPal, is ranked in United States, but we don't have these keywords in our semantic core. So again, we need a rule: search as popularity higher than 6. Okay, and we can start adding these keywords. Top 2-5, add this keyword. Top 6-10, add them all. Top 11-20. Okay, so we are adding all these keywords. You see 230 keywords already. Let's add them. So we are assembling semantic core using this tool easily and fast. So okay, let's add 43. So we are going from competitor to competitor and edit all the missing competitor keywords and missing rank keywords. Then we are going to Apple search add suggestions. What does it mean? App Store is showing to us 100 keywords which our app is ranking for, and which these keywords are drawing installs. So we can see Apple search add suggestions for our app and for all our competitors' apps. So as you might see, we already added a lot of keywords which are offered by Apple search ads as well. So let's add them all, 69 keywords, and let's check. Let's check Apple search ads suggest for another competitor. So basically, we're doing this thing. We are going through competitors, through these steps, and assembling the semantic core for our app. So we won't move further, because normally this step of assembling the keyword semantic core takes up, normally it takes up to 8 hours. So a full day you're spending by assembling the keywords and filtering them out of unpopular keywords and non-relevant. So at the moment we have, you see, 800 keywords. So now we can ASOdesk is processing some of them are already processed. So now we can check, as you remember from the presentation, so we've got our own ideas about the keywords. We checked all the automatic suggestions by the ASO tool, and now we need to check suggestion to each keyword we are working with. So here we have a column suggestion, so we can click on it and check all the suggests which are relevant for this keyword. So MyFitnessPal will be relevant for us, MyFitnessPlan, MyFitnessPal, and those keywords most probably are not relevant for us. So we are going through all these suggests. So let's look, for example, calorie counter. So you see color tracker, colors calculator, color burns tracker, and so on and so on. So we are adding these keywords as it suggests. And what is important thing that sometimes we're not sure. For example, let's take some keyword Apple Watch. It is not quite clear that Apple Watch keyword would forward us to the fitness app. So we can click on Explore, and we'll open Explore window. And this Explorer window will show us all the apps search results for this keyword and the suggest for this keyword. So ASOdesk is processing. So we added 800 keywords. It's pretty tough to process all of them. It will take some more seconds. Does work. Let's try once again. No, most probably that was a mistake to add 800 keywords at a time, because it's a huge amount of information to process, to calculate all the traffic score, get all the Apple search ads traffic, and so on, so on. So calculate. So let's refresh the page. Okay. So basically, the idea is that we might check the suggest and search results for each app. So we are going through the keywords. So at the moment we have 800 keywords. So we might, for example, check all the search as popularity with a maximum 5. Let's check them. Oh, we've got such a keyword. So normally they have no traffic, so we can remove them, or we can move them to a backlog tab. So let's just remove them now. So we removed all the low traffic keywords, and now we need to proceed to the next stage of the semantic core keywords, semantic keywords core assembling is to filter. So we assembled the semantic core. We filter out all the low traffic keywords, and now we need to delete all the keywords which are not relevant for our app. So we are going to competitors tab. So here all the ASO tools are showing us search results for each keyword. So you see keywords, and you see all the search results, like from number 1 to number 10. So we are going like this through the pages, and pointing out the search results which are not relevant for our app. So at the moment, you see, we know all these apps, all of them about fitness. So it's good. All these keywords are relevant for us. So we are going from page to the page, and we're looking through the search results. So we see that all is good. All these apps are fitness apps. All of them are relevant for us. So let's move on. Okay, page 3. So you see all these search results for these keywords are relevant. All of them about fitness, because sometimes we are getting search results which are not that much relevant for a fitness app. So in such a cases, we need to delete them, because it will be extremely hard to operate with a semantic chart, with semantic core, which is not relevant. So sometimes like it will be a mess of keywords. We'll need to like we'll for example, we prepare the title, and at the end, like we are looking for maybe some keyword to add with max 5 characters, and finally we find out that one of the keywords which we are using is not relevant for us. Like there is a 5 competitors and 5 totally different apps from different category in the search results. So this doesn't work for us. So basically, that's the procedure. For example, let's say that these keywords are not working for us. So we simply delete them. So we mark this keyword and we delete them straight from this table. So we filter our semantic keyword score out of this non-relevant keywords. So once we assembled these keywords, we've got this huge keyword table with a lot of keywords. Then we need to compile metadata for our app. So we can, for example, are never advised to target from the first iteration high keywords with high traffic score. So we can simply, for example, for the first iteration to let's choose maximum search popularity 30, for example. We set this filter, and that would be enough, I think, for the first iterations. Traffic score max 30 would be okay. So we choose 30. Now we can filter all the keywords with 30. So we see all the keywords with search as popularity 30. And now we can look, for example, in the iPhone total apps. This means how many apps appear in search results for this app. So less apps are in the search results by these keywords, the better for us, because if we have a lot of apps, it means the competition for this keyword is tough. So we are choosing this keyword. So we are going through the iPhone total apps, we are going through search as popularity, we are going through traffic score as well, and choosing, looking at the position our app has by this keyword at the moment. And we are choosing some keywords which will be targeting in the following iteration. The thing is, there are a lot of features here about adding a notes, about adding custom traffic score, about making the keywords favorite. But we'll be talking about this in the lecture, which we'll have tomorrow, about iterating and working with a semantic core for the next iteration. But basically, to assemble semantic core and to make first iteration, that's the process. That's the process which we are passing. So let's continue with our presentation. So what do you think? Where was queries relevant for a plain ticket app? Do you think that the search results for these two keywords would be relevant for a plain ticket app? What do you think? Share your thoughts. So when we are looking for plain ticket app, we type plain tickets and airplane. Whether the search results for both these keywords would be the same, or would it be about the plain ticket or not? No. Why so? But okay, Thomas and Bernard, you're right. Yeah. Because airplane would be more about games app, and plane tickets would be about travel app. So only users determine which queries are relevant, and they yeah, you're right, totally right, Bernard. Which queries are relevant, and they express this by downloading the app. So the logic is simple. People, when people are typing airplane, they are looking for games and they are downloading the app. Perhaps there is some share of users who are typing airplane to find airplane ticket, but there is no airplane ticket. This is one, and the second one, this share of such users is very tiny. However, absolute majority of people who are typing plane tickets, they are looking for travel apps to find a ticket for a plane. So stage 0 looks at the whole market without stopping at a particular keywords, and stage 1 is suited to specific apps and their functions. That's what we did during our intro into the ASOdesk platform. So we were looking into each keyword, and we were analyzing whether this keyword is relevant, whether traffic score of this keyword is suitable for us. So let's move to the last stage of semantic core preparation. Let's move to compiling metadata. So we've got competition, we've done competition analysis, we have got all the keywords, so now we need to compile the metadata. So what is the main thing about compiling metadata? So we need to find a combination of metadata from separate words that will give the most coverage of your semantic core with combination into queries. So let's look at the example you see here on the right. So title, verb, home workout planner, and subtitle sorted as fitness to lose weight. So there is an interconnection between all these keywords. So there are keywords 30 days fitness, and there are keyword 30 days fitness at home. There is a keyword home fitness. So all these words are used in title and subtitle. So while creating title and subtitle, we need to create as much as possible interconnection between these keywords. So we rank by the wider number of long tail keywords which contain these words like workout, fitness, lose weight, and so on. So remember that word in the title is rated higher than in keywords or subtitle. Remember that the name and subtitle should bear the brunt of marketing. So this is the thing I was talking about yesterday while talking about preparation of title and short description for Google Play. So we are running for the keywords, but we do care about the appearance of our title, the sense of our title, how converting is this title and subtitle. Make sure you are using extra localization. This is what we mentioned already. So there are countries where a few locales are indexing. So don't add misspelled words or company name unless traffic score justifies this. We'll be talking about this in a few slides later. Do not duplicate words. This is a pretty common mistake of ASO beginner. You should be very clear about not using 2 times the same keyword in the local. It makes any sense. It makes sense on Google Play, on App Store. It makes any sense. So check your metadata once it is ready. Check it in word counters or ASO counters, just to be sure that you are using this keyword only once. So if you see that you are using keyword 2 times, delete it, because these are precious characters in your title, subtitle, or keywords field. Put every word separately in the keywords block. So we are still meeting some ASO practitioners or simple app developers who are using, for example, spaces after the comma in the fields in the keywords field. They are separating the keywords with comma and space, which makes no sense. We need only the comma. Pay attention to brand spelling. So sometimes in some countries, for example, I had such an experience that in some Arabic countries, people are looking for the app Uber, but not typing Uber, but Uper. instead. They're using P instead of B, and that's a great, like, this keyword user is a keyword with a pretty good traffic score. So check such wrong spellings of branded names in your case for your apps, and remember that App Store discerns the plural number only for English. So in other languages, we should be using, we should understand, we should add keywords in plural form on our own. So in English, there is no need, for example, like work and works. So we just add work, and the App Store itself will understand that there is a plural form of works. However, in all other languages on the world, there is no such an understanding from App Store. So we should, if there is a traffic score for such plural form of the keywords, we should be adding them ourselves to rank for these keywords. So let's talk about doing App Store optimization for other languages which we don't know. So why should we do this? First of all, that new market mean new opportunities for growth, and thanks to ASO tools, ASO managers are able to perform App Store optimization for the languages they have no idea about. So so what does this mean for App Store Optimization Manager? So the thing is that when we know the language, we follow all these steps for assembling semantic core, and if we're not familiar with the language, we should perform App Store optimization. There is only one stage we are not able to do using ASO tool. We are not able to perform the very first step of semantic core assemblance. We are not able to add common sense queries we're coming up with. So, however, all other steps is automatic suggestions of the store, competition queries, and even clearing low frequency queries and irrelevant queries. That's all possible to do even without any knowledge about this language. So let's look into the details. So our purpose is lay out a quick keyword research method for an unfamiliar language. So let's take an example. So for example, we need to perform App Store optimization for Skyscanner iOS app in Japan, as you see here. So where you can easily go through the tabs with missing ranked keywords, missing competitors ranked keywords. We can add them. We see their automatic translation, and we can see suggest, and we can see search results for such an apps. So let's move for again to ASOdesk platform. And let's try to assemble semantic core for the Verve app in Japan. So let's open Japan. Oops. Oh, we have here Japan. So we are moving to Japan. Guys, you see my screen, right? Could you please post a plus if you see? Do you see my screen? Hello. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, perfect. So, perfect. Thank you. So let's assemble semantic core for Verve fitness app in Japan. So Jorge, please refresh your page, and you will definitely see my my screen. That sometimes this problem appears. So Guys, I have no idea about Japan language. Most probably you have no idea about Japan language. And we are ASO managers. We need to ensemble semantic core. So we are opening keyword manager. We cannot proceed this step because we don't know Japan language. So we can add suggestions. We can say 50 keywords. So we've got 50 keywords already. There is more suggests, so let's add them all. Okay, so we've got around 100 keywords just with automated search from ASOdesk. Then we can go to missing rank keywords. So we see in top 1 we don't have, top 2, 5 no, top 6, 10. Oh, so we don't have. So let's go to our competitors. You see our competitors have some keywords. Let's show traffic score and search as popularity. Okay, we don't have. Okay, let's add. So again, we have no idea about the language and we are assembling semantic core. Okay, so we've got 34 more keywords. Let's proceed to the next competitor. Again, we see keywords. We have no idea what the other keywords about. So 2150 again. So let's assemble all the missing keywords of our competitors. Okay. And let's take a look at Apple Search Add suggestions for our app and our apps in Japan. So we see still a lot of keywords which are not still added to our semantic core. Competitor 1. I see your question. We'll be talking about this in a second. So let's add. So okay, so that's the point. Yeah, it's clear. So we've got 281 keywords. So now we can mark this point, translate to English. So you see here we have translation of this keywords, right? Then we can go to competitors and we can go through the search results for these keywords. So we see the keywords in Japanese language, and we see that the search results for the assembling semantic core for United States. So we are going through the search results for this Japanese keywords. Yeah, so let's say we've done all the pages and all the keywords are relevant for us. So we might go back to keyword analytics and again do the same stuff. Like we can, let's wait a second. Okay, so again translate to English. So we understand what's the meaning of these keywords. We have their popularity, we have traffic score, we have iPhone total labs. We know that these keywords are relevant for our app. We can, for example, if we are not sure about some keywords, we can again tap on Explore. It's absolutely unclear to me why it is processing too long, because normally it takes just 1-2 seconds to process Keyword Explorer. No, something doesn't work. Anyway, we can copy paste any keyword, paste it in the Keyword Explorer, and see the suggest and see the apps which appears in the search results for this app. And then we do the same stuff. Oh, let's refresh the page. And we are doing the same stuff. So we'll filter the keywords which has searches popularity, higher than 30 points. Then we'll delete all low frequency keywords, and then we might share the keywords in different tabs, and then we can choose. That's strange thing. And then we can what the hell? And then we can pick up the keywords which are something wrong with my ASOdesk. Let me open it once again. And then we are picking the keywords which are important for us. The traffic score is feeding us, and we want to target this keyword. And then once we more or less picked up the keywords which works well for us, then we can organize a chat or a call with native Japanese translator, and just to make understand this translator that we need to use these keywords in. Let's simply so we can agree with this translator how to use in a proper manner this keywords. Let's open Japan. So how to use these keywords properly, but without change of this keyword, because we cannot change even a letter in this letter. So basically, a translator is needed for us to prepare metadata for example, Japanese language, just to make this title or subtitle nice, but not to when I am delivering a job to translator, I am always saying, so listen, there is a brand name, there is two other keywords. We need to use them in the title. There are 3 more keywords. We should use them in the subtitle. Could you please, without changing these keywords, use them in the title and subtitle? And translator is working on making usage of these keywords nice. So that's basically the job. So let's return to our presentation. So a few life hacks I would like to share with you about building the semantic core. So first of all is misspelled queries. So you might see here that for example, query plane tickets is with a mistake, with a misspelling, has pretty nice traffic score. The same query music, where users are using C instead of K, it has very high traffic score. So in such a cases, we can use such a misspelled queries. So first of all, like, I'm not against using misspelled queries. Just the most important is the traffic score. If the keyword doesn't matter which keyword has traffic score, we might easily use it. So another thing is being frugal with title characters. So for example, look at the screenshot of McAfee mobile security app. So to save some characters in the title, they moved the name of the app to the icon. So we see that the name of the icon on the bottom of the icon, there is their brand name. So they've got additional 6 characters in the title to use. So and as we know, in App Store, icon always goes along with the screenshots and the title. So users always will see title and the icon. So there is no big need. So even this is a big brand, McAfee, and they moved their brand name from the title to the icon, and there is no problem. And look at the other 2 examples on the right. So these are Russian apps. Tutu, this is an app for flights, railway, and bus, and Litres, this is an app for books. So you see that they have their brand names on the icons, and they're using this in the titles, which is pretty hard to understand for myself, because it is clear for user that this app is named Tutu because there is a brand name on the icon, but somehow they are still using it on the icon and in the app title. And the next thing is about diacritic sign. This is especially important for the languages which have such a diacritic. So look at the example. The keyword avión in Spanish, it's plain. So this keyword avión to write properly the keyword avión in Spanish language, you should use O with diacritic. But the absolute majority of users are using just type in avión without this diacritic, and traffic score says that this keyword has 71 traffic score, which is super high, and the keyword avión with diacritic has traffic score 0. So there is no big sense to target the keyword avión with diacritic, because simply people do not use it and there is no traffic score. So we simply use the keyword avión without diacritic. And remember about the words which shouldn't be used on the App Store metadata. So we can use it only if we need to combine the keywords in the title or subtitle, but never add such these words in the keywords field, because it makes any sense for the App Store. There's a kind of free words which makes no, like for App Store, any sense. Plus, if you don't use this keywords, App Store will understand where they should be used. This words. Extra localization. So as I've said, there are a long list of countries where a few locales are indexing. So as you see, for example, I don't know, in Russia, English UK, Ukrainian and Russian locales are indexing. So basically you have Russian locale and you have 2 more locales. It means 320 more characters to target Russian market if you are not working in English United Kingdom and in United Kingdom or Ukraine, or I don't know, in United Kingdom, English UK and English Australia locales are indexing. So always check the table before conducting App Store optimization for these countries, and insert the needed keywords in the locales which are indexed in this country. So that's our additional characters for the keywords to place for this given country. So here you will find localization table. So you will find all the countries and the locales which are indexed in these countries. Remember that we have around 200 countries in the world, and there are a long list of countries which do not have their own locales, and they're using English UK locale. And what will be in the next lecture? We'll be talking tomorrow about measuring search optimization efficiency, and we'll be talking about external and internal metrics and common mistakes which App Store optimization managers are doing while measuring the efficiency. However, before, as I have said, that's not an end of today's lecture, because I would like to share a few thoughts about special aspects of Asian languages. So just let me open the presentation. I think I'm not a big pro about Asian languages App Store optimization. However, there are a few tips which I think will widen your horizons about working with languages we have no idea about, and just to not be afraid to do App Store optimization for Arabic languages, or I don't know, Japanese or a Thai language. So again, Slack. So again, myself. So yeah, that's the purpose. So I would like to discuss some fundamental challenges ASO specialists face when doing keyword research and compiling metadata in some Asian languages. So we'll talk a few words about Arabic language, we'll talk about Japanese language, and we'll talk about Thai language. For sure, there are more cases for other languages. I just want to outline some interesting things, in my opinion, which shade some, which makes us understand a bit more about localizing our apps for these languages. So Arabic, for example, in Arabic language, use of articles is an interesting thing, because normally in English language, for example, we have a keyword, for example, sun, and we can use article the sun, but there is always a space between the article the and the noun sun. However, in Arabic language, it works another way. So in Arabic language, a definite article is written in front and together with the word of reference. So since both spellings of a word need to be considered for keyword research. So by writing article, definite article together with the word in front, so for App Store, such these keywords with and without this article, these are totally different words. So let's look at the example. So look, this is the word health. So on the left, you see search results for the simple word health without this definite article, and on the right you see the word health written with this definite article. So you see that these are totally different keywords for App Store, and both these keywords have their different traffic score, search ads popularity. So sometimes when assembling semantic core for Arabic languages, you might be like kind of hesitating whether it should be target both this keyword or just one of them, or perhaps there is a mistake from the ASO tool. No, for ASO tools, both these keywords are like different entities. So while making keyword research, don't be afraid that some Arabic Arabic words looks like very similar. These are different entities. Another important thing is diacritic signage. Again, as you remember, I from the previous lecture about life hack about this word avión in Spanish. Yes, when people in a given locale are not using this O with diacritic, but just writing avión with a simple O. So the same thing working for in Arabic language. There is a series of superscript and subscript diacritic characters Arabic people use to highlight short vowels and other phonetic peculiarities letters. So what does it mean? So such a diacritic exists in Arabic language as well. And as in case of this avión case, both these words with diacritic and without diacritic, these are different keywords for App Store. So if we check, for example, brand name Azar, you see that the search result with diacritic and without diacritic, they're so similar. Being an ASO manager who had no idea about Arabic language, we see these keywords and we might see, oh, there might be some mistake with this ASO tool, because these keywords are 100% the same, but ASO tool showing us them like two entities. So if we check in the search results, we see that there are traffic score and given search results for this word azar with diacritic, and there is another suggested traffic score for the word with diacritic. So in course of the time, while you'll be working with Arabic localization for the app, you will start noticing some different points or commas above the letters of the words in Arabic language, and you will discern them. There will be no problem with this. The same thing about chat word. You see, these words are like, they are almost similar, but there is one diacritic above the first letter from the right. And the search results are different, traffic score is different. So these are like different entities for App Store. So while targeting these keywords, like think about which one to use, talk to your translator whether what is more appropriate to use a word with diacritic or without diacritic in the visible zone, so in the title or subtitle of your app. Another thing is a punctuation. So normally in Arabic language, punctuation is similar to European punctuation. There are a few differences due to the right to left, right in order. So when you will be working with a translator, for sure your translator will outline you which punctuation to use, but the most important is just not be afraid to use our normal European punctuation, and in case something is, because only a few punctuation signs are different, so your translator would definitely polish this thing for you. So let's say a few words about Japanese. So when talking about App Store optimization in Japanese language, all of the ASO practitioners are starting from the types of writing in Japanese language. So there are three types of writing: kanji, hiragana, and katakana, and they are totally different, but all of them are used in Japan. So for example, on the right you see an example. So the pronoun I, and how it is written in three types of writing in Japan. Another important thing is that in Japanese language they are not using spaces between the words. So normally we see just a long text without commas or spaces or dashes, and that's a challenge for App Store Optimization Manager, how to discern some word, how to target given keywords in this locale. So for example, there is a small life hack how App Store Optimization are split in search queries. So they are just using the dash, which is appropriate basically in Japan. So to make some keywords be discerned by App Store search algorithm, ASO managers are like splitting the different keywords with a dash. Why is it important? Because all the long tail keywords in Japan language, which are super frequent in Japan market, so we'll be indexing. So using only a small part of this long tail keyword will be indexing by for this keyword. So that's why it's a good life hack to share long tail Japanese keyword with a dash. So another three important rules about compiling metadata for Japanese. So the first thing is that in Japanese language, one hieroglyph might might have a few meanings. So using 100 characters for Japanese localization, we can add like more. In fact, we are adding more keywords in Japanese language than in European languages, because all the words in Japanese language, all the keywords in Japanese language are very short. So this limit of 100 characters for Japanese market is pretty good, because we are inserting more keywords in this limit. Another important thing is when you will be writing title and subtitle to your app in Japanese language, consider which writing system you're going to use. So talk with your translator, look at your competitors and decide which writing system would be appropriate for this, and which not, or you might sometimes mismatch different types of writing. So I think first of all, look at the competitors, and then decide with your translator which variant will be more appropriate for you. And another thing, beyond the dash, which I showed you how to use to split the keywords in Japanese language, there are a few particles in Japanese language, which you see here on the right, which can be used to split our long tail keywords into the shorter keywords to appear by the wider number of keywords which contain this small part of your subtitle or title. And the last point is Thai language. This is a similar story to Japanese language. There are no spaces between words in Thai sentences, unlike Western languages. So we see like an interrupted string of characters and words, but this for the local people, this is how the writing system is working. So on the right you see an example of Thai writing. So I would like to show you an example of splitting this. Splitting these long tail queries in Thai languages. So the second keyword which you see, application for partners, this one long with a traffic score of 55. So we split it into the 4 other keywords which you see above and under this keyword. So you see all these keywords which are like small parts of this long keyword have traffic score, and they have a traffic score even higher than this long tail keyword. So when working with Thai language, you will be getting this automated suggestions, such a long keywords, but you might be trying splitting them into the characters, like share this long keyword in 2 or 3 characters and try insert them in the search on App Store, and you will see that this long tail keyword, this is just a compilation of a few keywords. So yeah, that's the point. So, but one very interesting thing about the Thai language, and this works for Japanese language as well. So it is better to use longest query on App Store for Thai language than using these 3 different keywords, because if you use this long keyword, you will be indexing for every constituent word. So we see on the left these 3 small keywords, and instead of splitting them and using spaces between these words, it is better to use this long tail keyword. Do not use the spaces, and we will index for each of these 3 short keywords which constitute this long keyword. So that would be all about the Arabic, Japanese, and Thai languages. Of course, there are a lot of life hacks. There are a lot of things, practical things to be aware about while preparing metadata for these languages. I just wanted to outline like the main things which seems to be interesting for me. So a few useful information again at the end of this lecture. So our knowledge base, you are so welcome to check for the articles, guides, cases. It is really very important. If you are starting your App Store optimization career, it is really important to read as much as possible and to be aware of different hypotheses, growth models for App Store optimization. The wider is your horizon regarding App Store optimization, the better for you, and the more creative ideas you will propose for your department. ASO Blog, the best page in my opinion, because I am publishing there my articles as well. So we are doing case studies, analyzing changes in the stores and publishing them there. YouTube channel. So all the lectures of this academy will be published on our YouTube channel. So welcome to take a look at our channel on YouTube. Again, our ASOdesk community on Slack. You're more than welcome to join it, and remember this, in some time you will have a lot of questions, and to have a good community where people are ready to help you share their experience. They might offer you some help and so on. The community for ASO practitioners is super important. Free access to ASOdesk. I really advise you to register to ASOdesk and repeat all the steps which I've been doing today. So try to assemble semantic core. Try to assemble semantic core for the language you have no idea about. Try to assemble semantic core for different apps, not just for fitness app. Try to find keywords for some, I don't know, taxi app, food delivery. That's really important to use in practice this knowledge. And yeah, again, join our ASOdesk Slack community. So I'm open for questions. We have still, I think, a few minutes, because at 6 p.m. you will have a lecture with Kate Sibirko from Flow Health, well-known app in the world. I think they are kind of in the top 5 in health and fitness in the United States. They did a huge job, huge experience. So I really advise you to participate in her lecture. And should you have any questions, you might post them here and I will answer them right now. Or you can ask any questions on Slack or post any feedback, any ideas, and we'll keep in touch there. So let me just check. Stanislav Peyev, where the records from yesterday? Yeah, I see that our team already answered you. Our keywords. Vasileos, you've got the answer, I hope, already. What about quality of translation app tool itself? I think all the ASO tools are taking translation from Google Translate. So of course it is not perfect. However, I think it is enough to understand meaning of the word. However, when you will be working with a given localizations, for example, Arabic, you will with each iteration you will dive deeper into the keywords you'll be understanding. For example, I might share with you an example. I had a keyword in some of the Arabic countries where Easy Taxi is providing services. So there were 2 keywords in Arabic language which were translated by the tool as Easy Taxi. So I was curious, why is it so? So I showed these two keywords to my translator, and translator showed me the difference, that one keyword was just the transliteration of English saying. So this was just an easy taxi written in Arabic letters. And another example was an easy taxi, like a translation to Arabic language. So it was easy in Arabic and taxi in Arabic. So that was a difference. So for sure, a translation of the ASO tool is important. However, with the time, you will add your own notes to these keywords after consultation with your translator. Ruchika, the app ranking suddenly goes down after a good rank. For example, the rank of the app goes down to 100 from 30. What can be the reason? I think there might be a number of reasons, but generally, for sure, this is about download velocity. This might be about crash rate, or so-called Android vitals, if we are talking about Android. So in general, if you drop positions this way, there might be some problems with your app. So you check your app units, you check your impressions, you check your attention rate if you are talking about Google Play. Check your ratings as well, because if ratings suddenly dropping down from, I don't know, from 4.5 to 3.5, this might affect. So then there might be some problem with your app. So simply look for the possible reasons, and just one important thing, I think, Rochika, is that look at the rank as a not as a factor, but rather as a metric. So rank in the category is rather about stating the fact that something is going on wrong with your app, or something is going on well with your app, so you are growing. You are not losing installs because you are losing your position in rank. You are losing position in category ranking because you are losing installs or positions by the keywords. Harinda Danangalage. One more time, excuse me if I spell your name wrong. How language should be used in a country like United Arab Emirates, where local language is Arabic, but 70% country population are migrants from who use English for communication? Should we translate to Arabic or keep English? It depends on the language your users are using on devices and the language they're using for search requests. I totally understand this situation. So, for example, from my experience, in Saudi Arabia, for example, I've been working with an app in Saudi Arabia. So, absolute majority of search requests with the highest traffic score are Arabic requests. But, for example, in Oman, the keywords with the highest traffic score are in English. So you should analyze your keywords, analyze on using Google Play. You can understand what is the language of the device your app is used. So check this metrics, and you will understand which keywords are crucial. Yesterday, I showed an example during the lecture about making App Store optimization on Google Play, that in some countries, and I was doing this myself as well, that in some countries, some apps are combining Arabic words and English words in the title. So if you know, there is a well-known app, Karim, in Arabic, like taxi in Arabic countries. So I'm not sure if they continue doing this, but maybe a few months ago, and for a very long time, their app title was Karim written in English, and Karim written in Arabic language. That's for only one reason, because most probably the traffic score of the word Karim written in English was as high as the word Karim written in Arabic language. So check up your statistics. Ruchika, the app ranking suddenly goes down after. Hopefully, I answered your Ruchika. I answered your question. So I see no more questions, guys. So thank you very much for this webinar. So I'm leaving you for Kate. So you will have the tiers of ASO lecture. I'm more than sure that you will like it. And see you tomorrow. We'll be talking about measuring efficiency and preparing iteration of the app. We'll be talking about the keywords management, how to divide our keywords in ASOdesk by tabs, by colors, and so on and so on. So all the best, and see you tomorrow.